Hey y'all, I'm just gonna take you along to spend the afternoon with me. Really not even the afternoon. It is 12:45, okay? I have to leave my house no later than 3 p.m. to be on time to pick Everly up. So you're literally gonna spend like 2 hours with me. But I have so much to do. I spent the entire first half of the day doing meetings, admin stuff, uploading files, responding to emails. Now I have to get my workout in, record a few things. It was supposed to be like a full day of batch content creating, but we might have to save that for tomorrow or a different day. But your girl has to get some steps in. So first we're gonna start with steps. While I get some steps in, I normally am editing content or I am studying. This book was just left open from the last time that I was on my stepper, but we are going to edit content right now because I have a lot of content to edit for this new upcoming challenge. Okay, while I'm on here stepping, I just want to talk a little bit about caregiver burnout, okay? Because as moms, we are taking care of literally everybody inside our household, and we tend to forget about ourselves. And we don't even forget about ourselves because we intentionally do, right? We forget about ourselves because it's like, okay, I have this to do, this child, this partner, I have to cook this, I have to make sure these appointments are set, I have to make sure this is cooked. And then by the time you get done doing all of that, it's like, I didn't even have time to think about myself, right? I'm not intentionally putting myself off. It's just that I didn't even have time to think about doing stuff for myself. And that's how caregiver burnout starts, right? We get caught up in this cycle of doing things for everybody else, and then you look back, you turn around, and you weren't doing anything for yourself. And it wasn't intentional, you just got caught up in doing everything else. Caregiver burnout isn't something that we can necessarily always prevent, but it's going to be super important that we are able to identify when it's starting. If you can't identify when it's starting, that's how you get deep into the cycle of caregiver burnout. So being able to identify, okay, am I feeling more fatigued? Am I more irritable than I normally am? Have I had more things on my plate than I normally do? Have I added something new into my routine, like a health and fitness journey? Did I up the level of intensity of my health and fitness journey? Are there extracurricular activities that we've added? What has been added that can cause, that burnout cycle to start? So once you're able to identify burnout, I want you to then identify what could have possibly started the burnout cycle, right? Not only that, but then we're going to identify, how can I get myself out of this burnout cycle? Small little things. It does not have to be anything life-changing. Small little things. If I'm a meal prepper, I'm on my health and fitness journey, maybe I'm not making all of these home-cooked meals and fancy meal preps this week. Maybe I'm doing no-cook, high-protein meals. Maybe I am getting family meals from a restaurant that are healthier, still pushing me towards my goals, but I'm not the one cooking, right? Maybe I'm not lifting this week. Maybe I push my strength training sessions off. Maybe I'm just doing low-impact walks. Maybe I'm doing a step class on YouTube. Think of whatever may be stressing you out or pushing you deeper into that caregiver burnout, and then think of, how can I make this less stressful for myself? To pour maybe back a little into me by taking the load off me. I think sometimes when we think of burnout, we're like, okay, well, I need spa day, or I need just a day just for me. And you deserve that. But if you're deep into this cycle of burnout, or even if you're at the beginning and it's because you have these responsibilities that you need to hit and you're not pouring into yourself, I want you to first kind of just see if any of these responsibilities you can take the load off a little bit, right? That's what I do, especially when I know that, okay, I'm juggling these things that are non-negotiables, right? I have to get my daughter here, have to take her to this extracurricular, have to set these appointments. I'm the one who cooks primarily most of the meals in my household. I'm the one that does these routines, this. So these are like non-negotiables, honestly. These are things that I can delegate a little bit, but they're my responsibilities. So Instead, I'm gonna look at how can I make these a little less stressful for me, or did I add anything new that I could take back? I feel like a lot of times what happens is this caregiver burnout, right? The caregiver burnout becomes something that our health and fitness journey is one of the first things that's going to take that hit, right? Okay, I'm getting burnt out. I have this health and fitness journey. Exercise is a form of stress, right? But it's not always a stressor, if that makes sense. But it's one of the first things that always takes a hit. We're like, I just can't work out right now. I'm burnt out. I don't have the energy. I'm too stressed. This is very valid. But instead of completely throwing away your routine, I want you to think about how you can make this routine less stressful. Again, maybe it's no cook meals for this week. Maybe it is eating out, but again, healthier option. Chipotle has family meals that you can purchase. I've seen people meal prep with the Texas Roadhouse family packs as well. Different options like that. Or again, no cook, rotisserie chicken from the grocery store. Things like that are already cooked for you. All you have to do is put the meals together. One of my favorite burnout meals is rotisserie or pulled chicken. You can get the cauliflower rice that's frozen that you just steam up in the microwave, or you can get the regular rice as well. Frozen veggies. You're done. Get a condiment if you want to, but you're done. And you've done nothing besides put it on the plate, right? And heat it up. One of my favorites. Favorite hack for when you're in a burnout phase and it's still pushing you closer to your goals. But that's what I want you to do, because I know with caregiver burnout, our health and fitness journey is going to be something that takes a hit first, right? Because we can't necessarily take away our non-negotiable responsibilities. And sometimes our health and fitness journey can almost feel like work, and I don't want it to feel like work for you. So you have to learn how to adapt. Identify that burnout. You see the burnout coming. I'm getting more irritable. Maybe something new was added to my plate. I see the burnout coming. You have to learn how to identify that burnout. Once you've identified it, how can I make my life a little less stressful this week as I'm going through this burnout phase? Because you can't always prevent burnout, right? You can't always get away from these things that you have to do, your responsibilities, but you can identify it. You can say, okay, I see the burnout coming, or it's here. How can I make my life less stressful this week without neglecting myself, pushing off my health and fitness journey, pushing off my mental health, my spiritual journey? I still want to do these things to pour into me, but I need to do it in a less stressful way this week, something that doesn't feel like work. And again, no cook meals. Maybe it's taking your strength sessions and lifting lower weights this week. Maybe it's pushing your strength sessions completely off and just doing at-home core, Pilates, and steps. Maybe it's just stretching. But what can you do to not push your goals to the side and stop pouring into yourself during this time? That's what you have to think about, okay? I love you. I hope you enjoyed this little chit chat where I was talking about burnout. A lot of my moms in the app have been asking about it. I personally, we all do, okay? We go through these different burnout cycles. We're primary caregivers. I mean, we have all these responsibilities. Burnout is bound to happen. Again, you can't always prevent it, but what you can do is what? Number one, identify the burnout coming, okay? You want to be able to identify the burnout coming. That way you can start to then what? Transition. So if you see anything that you can move around or delegate to take some of the load off you, then try that. I know a lot of us don't have that option. I've been a single mom for 3 years. I completely get that. So then if you can't delegate or transition anything, number 3, pouring into yourself is needed, okay? You cannot pour from an empty cup. We tend to pour from an empty cup a lot as primary caregivers and moms, but you're pouring on empty. You're gonna be super irritable, right? And it's going to start impacting everyone around you. You don't want that. So then it's number 3, how can I continue to pour into myself and do these things, my health and fitness journey, if it's a spiritual journey, if it's your mental health, how can I continue to pour into myself this way, physically, mentally, spiritually, without it feeling like work, without it being too stressful for me this week or this month, because I am having a rough month. That's what I want you to do. Identify, transition, and then 3, I want you to figure out, how can I continue to pour into myself, but in a lower impact, less stressful way, okay? Be able to adapt and overcome. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you want to hear about next when it comes to mom life, but still juggling everything else and being able to pour into ourselves, because that's super important on your journey, to be able to actually enjoy motherhood and being a caregiver, and also still enjoy the other things in life outside of being just a caregiver, right? And that's what you're about to watch me do. So I am doing some steps right now. I just had to take some time off work. I had a very hectic beginning of my morning. Now we're stepping. Let's see how many steps we have. Oh, sweet. You've had more restorative time than usual today. Nice. I'm telling you guys, I've only been on, here for maybe, how long? I don't know, 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes. And I was able to just get in some extra restorative time. Small things. I have not had a strength session yet today. I don't even know if I'm going to lift today. I just kind of felt work was stressing me out at the beginning of the day. I had a lot to do. I still have a ton to do. And I just needed something different. So we're stepping, lower impact. I might do strength a little bit later. I still have to eat lunch. I still have to record a little bit of content to be able to push content out at the top of this week. So we'll see. But this quite literally proves my point, y'all. Proves my point that you just have to be able to adapt and overcome these burnout phases. Aura Ring always shows one number for steps, but then my Step Up app always shows a different number. But I'm only at 2,200 steps. I'm at only 2 speed just because I am talking, but okay. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm going to edit 2 videos while I'm on here. My goal is to get to about, I would say 3,500 steps, maybe 4,000 steps. And then I'm gonna hop off, eat, and then hopefully have some time to record a few videos, and hopefully a strength session. I really want to get in a strength session Monday through Wednesday this week at least, just because that's when my boyfriend works. So it's gonna be really nice. That way, if anything pops up on like Thursday, Friday, and he wants to do anything, I don't have to worry about trying to squeeze in a workout. Pro tip. For those of you who have partners and spouses, I work out the days he works. And he works 1 shift, so it works out perfectly. But see y'all in a few. Okay, y'all, we are at 3,900 steps. It's not great, but it's better than what I had. I had like 800 before I got started. So it's 120. My phone's about to die. I'm about to go downstairs, charge my phone, eat lunch. Mom brain. I have to record content. So my goal is a short glue focused day, and then I'm gonna record content immediately after. I might go grab Everly without showering. I don't know. That's mom life, right? I might wait to shower until I pick her up. Hopefully, I can sneak in a quick shower before I have to go get her. If I can't, I just can't. It's fine. Let's go downstairs and charge my phone. I think that one of the biggest lessons I learned in motherhood, and I learned it fairly quickly, being a single mom and trying to study, be in school, get all these certs, and then start my coaching business. One of the things that I learned the quickest was adapt and overcome. And I literally carried that every single day. I'm looking around because the pest control guy was here, and I don't want him to see me. My windows are wide open. Let me back up for a second. Adapt and overcome. It's what I learned early on in motherhood. And it was just because of everything that I had to do, right? I was in school. I was studying to get these certs. I was a single mom. I didn't have an option. Like, I came from a regular middle class family. They're definitely the best village, so supportive. If I need anything, they are one call, that's all. But I had to establish a life for my own, right? And I wasn't like a trust fund baby or anything like that. I didn't have, an extensive amount of resources. So hard work, adapt, overcome every single day. It's like I'm just always thinking, how can I be 1% better? What can I do today to put me and my child in a better predicament than we were yesterday? And it's literally just like my, oh, there he is, there he is, there he is, there he is. Oh my gosh. But that's my thought process every single day. So I'm gonna go try to sneak in my own house and grab lunch real quick. Um, that's on me though. I should not have left these windows wide open, but I was trying to get in natural light to record content. Okay, I'm back. Pest control guy has left. I thank him because I don't know. I just seen a video of a lady. She had her child on top of the table while she was like, I don't know if she was cleaning, cooking, whatever the case may be, but there was a gigantic spider crawling up her kitchen backsplash. And then the spider started crawling towards her baby. She sprayed it with some spray, and thank God I have some spray, but that's why I do pest control, because I don't know what I would have done. But I have my food. I made some smothered, oh, my laptop is so dirty, y'all. Don't look at it. I made some smothered chicken yesterday for football. And then I have some peas, sweet peas for my fiber, and then some cauliflower rice. It looks like a lot of food, but y'all, honestly, it isn't. It's just 2 drumsticks, probably like a cup of cauliflower rice, and then sweet peas. I am going to eat this, all of it. I'm starving. And then hopefully squeeze in a little workout before I have to get early. If I can't get my workout in today, it's not the end of the world. The content is more important. I really have to push out a lot of content so I can get 75 Heal Challenge out there, push it out. There's 2 weeks until the launch day, so that's of importance right now. Shameless scroll on social media while I'm eating. The thing is, you can get so caught up in scrolling. There is no way they listen to our phones. Pest control, pest control. There's no way, y'all. I mean, we say this all the time, and we already know they're listening, but why would this be on my algorithm? Honestly, why would this? The only thing that's on my algorithm is fitness, motherhood, like a little bit of fashion, lifestyle, but mostly fitness, motherhood, and cooking videos. Crazy. Okay, y'all, I just finished editing a video from last Friday. It was basically like a morning daily life vlog. Y'all, I'm getting so sleepy. It's like that 2 p.m. crash. It's 2:01. So right now it's make or break time to determine if I'm gonna go hit a workout in my home gym. I know once I step outside, like, it's hot. We live in Texas, so it's immediately like gonna wake me up because, like, oh my gosh, it's hot. But I also still have to record content. I mean, they're both kind of, I can do them today, but if I don't do whichever one I don't do today, it's not that big of a deal. And it doesn't help that I'm on my cycle and it's only day 3. So today, 2 and 3 are always the worst days for me. Okay, I've made up my mind. I'm going to record content. I would rather record content for the next 30 minutes, get out a good 2, 3, 4, 5 videos, shower. That way when I pick up early, like, we can just chill. I'm probably gonna meal prep some egg bites after I pick her up, and then do dinner. So that way I don't feel rushed doing leg day. I hate feeling rushed on a leg day, so I'm gonna push leg day off until tomorrow. It's fine, all is fine. That way once I drop her off, I can head home. This is the first thing I'm gonna do. For me, just being that I do have some flexibility in my schedule, I always realize that if the first thing I do once I do school drop off is work out, it's like non-negotiable, right? It's in my schedule, and that's something that I always tell you guys to do. Put it inside of your schedule your workouts like an appointment. That way if you miss them, You know, you're only cheating yourself, and you're cheating the schedule that you've made for yourself. Like today, I didn't necessarily have a workout scheduled, so it's easy to keep. My camera died. But like I was saying, when you schedule your appointments in like a workout, you're only cheating yourself if you don't do them, right? Whereas if you don't schedule your appointments in throughout your week and at least have a tentative, okay, I really want to work out at 1 p.m. this day, right? And if you're like a stay-at-home mom or work from home mom and things shift to where you can't work out at 1 p.m. but it happens to happen at like 12:30 or maybe 2 o'clock, that's fine. But at least schedule them in. That way you see it and you can try to work your day around your workout that you've scheduled, right? Just like you would work your day around a doctor's appointment, or you would work your day around a work event, or whatever the case may be. But when you don't schedule those workouts, when you don't schedule them, it always happens to where it's like you find everything else to do and you just keep pushing them off and pushing them off and pushing them off. So schedule your workouts. Go right now. If you do not have your workout scheduled, I want you to go schedule your workout. Thank you. But with that said, because I did not take my own advice, I'm about to record content and we're going to do our scheduled leg day tomorrow morning. It's scheduled in my brain. I'm doing it tomorrow morning. As soon as I drop Everly off at school, I'm going to come home, open the garage, and get my workout in, okay? It's a non-negotiable. It's already scheduled, signed, sealed, and delivered, okay? But I'm about to record some content. I might let you guys in on a little behind the scenes of me recording the content. It's just content to further your core healing journey, to push out the 75 Heal Challenge so I can get all of my ladies on board. Good thing is we have a full 2 weeks rollout for the challenge. There's an additional 3rd week after the launch. So in case anyone misses it because of the algorithm or whatever the case may be, there's going to be that grace period. But let me stop yapping because I don't have that much time to record content and I need to get some content done. So I'll be back. All right, y'all. So I did not even get the opportunity to record behind the scenes. I was just like go recording content. So, and I was also using this camera to record some of the content because I had a mic'd up session to do. But we're on the way to grab an Everly now. It's literally, I think, 3 o'clock on the dot. So like pushing it today, but it's a Monday. My cycle is not even bad this month. I have managed a lot of my symptoms as far as like PMS and stuff just by switching up my diet, eating primarily whole foods. I think me having low iron is something that contributes a lot to how I feel during my cycle. So I've tried to drink a lot of beet juice, incorporate red meat, steak when I have the opportunity, and it's helped me. But I am feeling tired today. So I'm proud of myself though. And a lot of times I just tell myself like, hey, you're doing the job of several people. So you're running a coaching business. And then you also market the coaching business on social media. That is an entire other person's job that you're doing. Then I also like upkeep the house pretty much throughout the week on the days that I don't have additional help. And I have to, continue my own health and fitness journey, make time for that. And there's a lot of back-end admin work as far as email marketing, like campaign launches, all of that stuff. So there's a lot that goes into it. And I'm also in the process of a really big project that I can't necessarily announce right now, but that project's taking a lot of my time as well because there's a lot of filming involved, there's a lot of meetings involved. So your girl's just been like on go. And yeah, so I always try to reflect on the day and just be like, I'm proud of myself because I'm doing like several jobs in one and pushing out this content. And every day I'm in the community, I'm talking to my ladies in the community, I'm getting feedback. How can I help you better on your postnatal journey wherever you're at. We do like coaching calls inside of the app, and I just try to make the journey, because I'm coaching women all around the world, right? So I try to make the journey as personal as possible without physically being there with you. So like, I'm always accepting feedback, and I'm always upgrading and making things better and adding new features. So I'm gonna pick up Everly. Thanks for tuning in, guys, on my quick 2-hour time frame where I just had to pour a little bit into me and also get some work done. But I just really wanted to start touching more on the mindset of things, because I feel like when you coach women particularly, but especially moms, have to be able to touch their minds and be able to transition how they think. So I've been working so much more on mindset content and being able to teach you guys little hacks and tricks that I use to just transform how you think and to be more positive about the journey and to learn tricks, tips, little, to make the journey easier. So I hope this helps somebody, and stay tuned for the next one.